May as well start here. Alright, let's see what we got. It's time for this fucking shit to start. Oh, we're starting off with Crash 4.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we picked things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style.
It looks just like
our teams wanted to take inspiration
series,
from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zipline as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game.
Some of those look kind of cool.
These skins
even
are totally cosmetic
split
and a
seconds
fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels.
Good, how it should be.
Crash 4 also introduces
how
the
it used to
Quantum
be,
Masks,
honestly.
the powerful protectors of time and space. Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you, or Lani Loli, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's going to have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4. And a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today.
Shit going on
the Crash
there.
Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at BUGSNACKS to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call inverted
I like the cool
mode.
different like filters and
stuff. It's our souped up, bumpa-berry fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experience is in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time.
Looks good. Looks like it's got a
time-bending madness
ton
on
of
October
love
2nd.
put into it. Never really played Crash. It actually kind of missed me like a little bit. I did play a little bit of the remastered trilogy.
Updates for PS4
it was cool.
and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too. We opened the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going with the latest from
Hitman.
IO Interactive.
It needs to really just be like more of the same, but with a couple updated, like a couple additions. I think they've kind of hit their stride with the past two Hitman games. Game certainly looks good, but I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Besides, this is your big day. You should
Oh,
be
that's
in
cool.
there. Have fun. Oh, don't worry about
I hope it's
that.
on more than just PlayStation VR, and I can do it on Steam VR as well, or with my Oculus. I want to see the first person killing. Come on. We like take the road ourselves and yeah them. Yes, we do. That's cool. Hold on. That's good. Play the entire world of Assassination Trilogy in VR. Oh, so it's all three of them then? Or I think it's only PSVR. No idea what this could be. This might be new entirely. No. It's not. It's not Elden Ring, is it? I see a ring and my brain goes, oh my god, Elden Ring. It's not. There's no way it is. It's obviously not. Alright. Sorry. Jumped ahead of myself there. Oh, it's Braid. A new Braid? Oh, Braid Anniversary Edition. I never actually played the original, but it looks good.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary
Does
Edition.
look cleaner.
It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world.
It does
There
look
are more
so
than
much
9
better.
pixels
Like,
for
holy
each
shit, it looks
pixel in
better.
the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid
I look reading
Anniversary
that at
Edition
normal time
will be a
without
really good
pausing.
resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Coming in 2021. Cool. I might actually pick it up. I've heard it's super good.
The Pathless is a
PS5.
mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter.
Okay.
The Hunter is a master of archery.
Journey vibes.
She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape.
Do archery to run.
Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
I mean, it looks cool. I need to see what else we get to do in the game, though.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the Hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless. You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping. Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
Alright, that's good. It's a good feature. Good feature. More games need petting animal features.
You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look. Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
So it's an archery puzzle game.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open-world games,
Hence
there's
the
no
name.
map. Instead, the Hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
So that's new stuff? Or no, the light blue is where you've been, I guess. And the dark blue is where you haven't been. And then the red is...
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness,
I guess there it
will
is.
pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle. Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
So you can't fight them, I guess.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks. When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Okay. I guess. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's entirely my cup of tea, honestly.
and Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
Eagle statue.
I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover.
Game looks cool,
Pathless
but
is
yeah,
coming
it's
out
just
later this year.
not something
Thanks for watching.
I'm personally interested in. I'm assuming it's a launch title. Either that or it's right after launch.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
I like the first one. I could never get very
Hi,
far
my
in
name
it,
is
but
Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of
it's a fun
Spelunky.
game to play with my friends.
For Spelunky 2,
Oof.
I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
Oh.
So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together.
Good. The first one needed
And
that,
I also
honestly.
wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult.
You can hold a
In
dog
Spelunky
while
2, when you do runs and
shoving
discover
a
new characters,
turkey into
you'll also
lava.
be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with
do
it
you like
in
this
lots of new
landmark?
ways. For example, you'll
Or
be able
map,
to
I
ride
guess.
turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact
It's always
with them.
brutal. This game is so brutal. Like the previous
So in
one at least was
Spelunky
so
2, we've
brutal, and
expanded
I'm
the
glad they've
shopping
kept that.
experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about.
Oh.
And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers,
That's a
know
dog
about the
creating
game.
gun.
I have two types of
That's
favorite
cool.
stories
That's
from
really fucking
Spelunky
cool.
fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand
Multiplayer
upon
like
in
made the
Spelunky
first one
2.
for me. It was so much fun
They're
playing
really
with my
what guided
friends.
my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Have we gotten a release date for this yet? I mean, they're about to show it to us, I'm sure. But oh god. September. Oh, in 2 months. Nice. Okay. Probably try and
We've
convince
got a
my friends
bunch
to
of
play
new
that with me.
PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Hey, there's something strange over there.
Good butt.
Come on, let's
Good
take a
butt.
look.
Good start. Alright, I know what we were all thinking there. Breath of the Wild. That's... Come on. That's what it looked like there.
I summon thee.
deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
That's a cool boss.
Huh? Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
Another one that's definitely not for me. I'm definitely not the crowd that I think they're shooting for.
I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
A side scroller beat 'em up.
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust. Go all out or go home, Emperor.
Okay. Again, not for me, but God, sometimes I don't even know where to look. Aeon must die. Okay, I guess. Again, just kind of not interested. There's only a few of these types of games I've ever really been interested in. One of them was Katana Zero. I thought that one was really cool, but
It's time to talk BUGSNACKS.
That's his name.
Let's check out some
Let's go!
gameplay footage
BUGSNACKS!
captured from PS5.
My invitation
I was
is
low-key
open.
hoping this would
Come
show up. Let's
join
go!
me on the island of BUGSNACKS.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense! I swear, if you chase this BUGSNACKS story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be coming.
I'm fucking sold.
There's
I was
a
sold
bug
before,
snack
but this
right over
looks...
there.
Oh, we're actually getting gameplay now.
Snack trap.
Stranger,
Okay.
I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over
You're
yonder.
shooting ketchup out at it.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite bug snack is. And feed it to me, obs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does.
Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
It does look kind of fun, actually.
Nobody hates you yet.
Memeing aside.
BUGSNACKS and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these BUGSNACKS and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Whoa, it's a flying pizza. Alright, memeing aside, I am actually excited for that. It does look like fun.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Oh, that's... you can already get it through the Oculus store. It was like $30 for the whole thing, and I heard it wasn't worth it.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
I'd rather save my money for a Rogue Squadron instead.
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
Looks familiar. It's not medium, I don't think. No. Oh, it's Control. I think that's what it was. I actually wanted to play this and I never got around to it. I think expansion 2 available August 27th. I heard it was good. I mean, it looked interesting from the little bit I've seen. Oh, it's auto chess. Alright. It needs to be $0. There's no way they can charge for this. They're going up against like Dota and League and shit. Like, auto chess for PS4. Now you can not play your game on your PS4 and let it play itself. More or less. I know how you actually play it, but... This looks cool. The Pedestrian. Again, not for me, but it looks like it's a cool, unique idea.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts, running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
No, it's not Thief. I don't think it's Thief.
They count, ration, manipulate. They've taken everything from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us.
It looks like Thief, but it's not. It's definitely not. Whoa, wait. Hold on, it might be Thief.
We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and
like an old medieval Thief.
We take back what was stolen. And the people call us heroes.
From the dead of night.
To others, we are rivals.
Vaguely reminds me of the one trailer from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Not Thief, yeah, but
outlaws.
It looks cool. Actually, this looks really exciting.
But some of us will become legends.
2021. Alright. That interests me a little bit. I need to see a bit more of what we're doing in the game other than just running around killing dudes and stealing shit. Like how others are gonna, like other teams are gonna deal with us. Like that could be a really interesting, fun dynamic. So Temtem is now coming to PS4. I already have it on PC, but essentially, if you couldn't already tell, it's Pokemon. It's about as close to Pokemon as you can get without like being Pokemon. I wonder how they're gonna do it on console though, because it's not done yet on PC. Unless they're just gonna keep updating it on PS4 as well, or they're just gonna wait until it's done. We're getting like a definitive like release date on it now, I guess. Up in 2021. Yeah, all right. So when it's fully done.
Let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Destiny with, you know, whatever. Okay. They gotta sell me on this combat. Let's see it, let's see it.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is.
Show me what you got.
Godfall is a looter
Sell me on
slasher
it.
that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates.
So it's a max of 3
Godfall
players.
is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. Godfall is a complete package.
Okay.
All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions.
No loot boxes,
No waiting
good.
for content. It's all in the game on day one.
No opening boxes.
As you adventure, you'll get to
Good,
tear
that's-
through
that's a good
enemies
sign.
to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall.
Let's see it.
First, our team
More
wanted
death.
to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense
I do
over
like the
defense.
lines.
More often than not,
when you
you'll be
swing.
facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons
Let me
themselves.
be big ass bruiser boy.
In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
Okay.
the dual blades,
Okay. Great sword. Come on, great
the
sword.
polearm, the two-handed warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword.
There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm a bit more interested now.
Each weapon class has their
Big,
own
tanky,
unique movesets
great sword
and
boy.
play
Let me
styles
just be
ranging from
guts.
fast combos
I wanna
to
be
more
guts.
strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons for each weapon category. Each weapon with their
Shield
own
stuff looks kinda
primary
cool.
and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall.
It looked like
embodying speed,
they left
fluidity,
like in God
and
of War a
mobility.
little bit.
The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets.
Like he
or
was able to,
single
like he swung.
targets.
Yeah, he's swinging them around
You
there.
can
Okay.
perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks.
Some Blades of Chaos shit
The
going
dual
on.
blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo.
Oh, it even has the
So what
grab.
are the signature
where he
moves
throws.
for the dual
He throws
blades?
it from God of War.
As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you, like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without
Go
needing
waste
a
him.
lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets.
Okay,
Then there's
okay.
Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you
Okay.
press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks.
Wow,
with
that
your shield.
reminds me of God of
If you
War's
press the
shield.
button at the right time, you can also parry an attack.
That is.
And you can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And
Essentially
of
just a
course,
big-ass
you
sun.
can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
Can I see some boss gameplay? Which I think is what they're doing now. not very thrilling to at least watch. I bet it's more fun to play, but the way it's looking now, I feel like I'd want to not fight these enemies because they're just bigger and annoying to go through.
We hope
I
you
don't know. I
enjoyed
need
our
to see
first
more.
walkthrough video of Godfall running
Definitely
on
not sold on
PlayStation
it.
5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
Probably see more at Gamescom later this month. I don't know, I need to see more of the gameplay. Just, yeah, and see how, like, the loot progression goes, honestly.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation.
Not terrible.
See you
Got to
next
see more
time.
BUGSNACKS. And that's the important part. You hear third party, and what does your brain go? BUGSNACKS. That's what you want. Cool. Cool. Yeah, overall cool. I'm excited for Spelunky. I think Hitman VR is really cool. I hope it realistically is coming to more than just PlayStation. Because I don't have a VR for my PlayStation. Unless I could use my Oculus, which I don't think I can. BUGSNACKS looks cool. I actually am excited for that, memeing aside. That's cool. Godfall looks okay, I guess. I need to see more, otherwise it looks like it might just be an on-sale one, or I just won't probably get it. I'm trying to think what else was there. Braid looked kind of cool. There's the archery game. Archery game looked fine. Not for me. There's a handful of not for me's there. I don't know. Definitely some cool stuff, but hope you guys enjoyed.